Hey, hi. Hi, I'm Steve Thomas. I'm Choice Minis on social media of your choice, and welcome to our very 28th, yeah, I counted them up, 28th live stream. We are joined today by the hottest and most deeply co-host on this stream, Adam Grimm, Beach Vacation Mando on Insta. Adam, what's going on, my brother?
Just being super sweaty.
Oh, yeah. I cannot tell you how sweaty the last few days are. I know that we can't see it on stream, but I'm a shvetty boy. There we go.
I'm so sweaty.
Such a shvetty boy. I wanted to... Hey, we're doing a weird thing today. We're not painting any of the stuff we normally paint because this week it's two of our birthdays, so you're going to get two different, very special live streams today. Today, I'm going to accomplish painting some fantasy skin on our orc here. I've got him, or our ogre here. I guess he's an Ogr Cheiftain. I should really look. I know I put it in the video description, and now I've completely forgotten what he actually is. Doesn't matter. So I wanted to make some skin on this guy because I like doing that sort of thing. He's a little undershaded, so that'll help getting us to the final product. But yeah. We have an Ogre Cheiftain. He has a brother around here because, you know, the Reaper minis, the Reaper Bones Black series, they're plastic. You know how Reaper does it. If you order enough stuff, they'll send you like 1,000 dudes. So like, cool. I've got like 4 more of these because at one point in time I ordered just a bunch of Reaper things, and they were like, here, have all of the same commemorative issue for this month. And I was like, neat. So I got a bunch of these to paint in different colors. So yeah. So other than being a sweaty boy, we're how are you doing this week, Adam?
Oh, pretty good. I could really use a break in this bloody heat wave.
Right? So I read a fun story before we went live here. That story was called, guess who has a higher hottest temperature recorded? Las Vegas, Nevada, or Canada?
Canada.
Yeah, buddy. Freaking terrifying. I do not like it. I'm not a fan. Not into it. Cannot tell you how much I'm not into it. Just gonna mix this color. I'm doing it about 75-30. So this is Star Brown from Scale Color and Adriatic Blue. So I'm using kind of a turquoise and kind of a like a warm mid brown, like kind of a neutral mid or neutral light brown, I guess. And I'm just gonna mix these, and we're gonna get a pretty decent base coat on the model. I just wanted to lightly desaturate that turquoise color. And then we'll start making this paint job. I'm pretty sure everybody has seen this paint job at some point in time, whether or not you actually remember that you've seen this paint job. This paint job was on Darren Latham's blog, or a paint job similar to what I'm doing was on Darren Latham's blog like 3 years ago, and it has made the rounds on Insta and Pinterest and everywhere else. It has been reposted literally hundreds of times, and this is the first time I've done something like it. So when I'm not in the process of actively flooding paint onto the model, I can go pull it out and we can take a look at what Darren did and how we're going to do a little different, but still inspired by. I'm really excited for Thursday of this week because we are also doing, to celebrate both of our birthdays, because it is both of our birthdays this week. Happy birthday, brother.
Birthday, buddy.
I am going to get to paint, or we are going to see whether or not I can paint. Now, you're going to have to help me with how to pronounce his actual name, Adam. Do you have any idea?
I think it's Corsaro or Corsaro.
Corsaro Khan?
Corsaro sounds good.
Sure. We're going to paint, or I'm going to paint Corsaro Khan from 40K, and I'm going to attempt to get it done. Entirely done. 100% completed while we are on live stream. Yes, that's right. I don't think it will happen either, but you know what? I am optimistic. I am feeling good. This guy is looking very much like the genie from Aladdin. I'm now way more into the skin tone suddenly because he's become genie.
That does look awesome. That is a good skin tone.
I wanted to go with something a little different for our ogre orc friend. I believe it is an Ogr Cheiftain, because that makes sense in my mind. So right now we're just going over the model, thin down paint, getting a base coat over the undershading. Really, today I was working on a little bit of wet blending earlier today. Like I was just doing some practice, and that's really where the undershading come from. If you wanted to do this on your own, just throw down like a rattle can spray of Mechanica Standard Gray or some other neutral gray that you like. There are lots of them. Stynal Res Neutral Gray is a great one. I
I still like Mechanica Standard Gray rattle cans, or there's all the Vallejo primers. This would be, if I was to guess what I would put on here, because I'm a little darker, then I would probably start this skin tone. If I was doing it just straight up doing the skin tone and not, you know, didn't want to play around with the model before I started today's cast, or today's stream, I guess. I would probably have started it from a little bit lighter tone, but that's fine. Nobody's gonna like get in trouble for this. If you want to start it from a darker gray, I used that entire undershade was done with a combination of petroleum gray and graphite gray, if I remember correctly. So just working on wet blending on models where I care, but not so much, right? Like just getting some work in on a technique I want to improve. So, you know, I pulled a model up that I knew fairly well because I've already painted one of these guys, and I was like, well, gonna paint some more. Oh, brother. Oh boy, it is. So today in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, we've reached what, 37 degrees was the last I saw? Did we get to 38?
We did not get to 38 today. It was 37, and then the next time I looked, it was 36.
Cool. Well, the day's not over. We might still get there. The sun is a deadly laser.
Very true.
Yep, we might still get there. So if we do, that will be the hottest temperature I have experienced while not being entirely indoors 100% of the time, because I definitely have gone outside today. It was a mistake, and I regret it deeply. I should have been happy to just stay inside of my house. All right, so this is basically where, oh, other than I missed side of his neck. Let's get the side of his neck too. But as I was starting to say there, this is basically where I'm going to leave the base coat. I don't care that it's a little patchy. I'm not worried about that. This is a base coat in a wet blending scenario, so for those of you who haven't watched me do wet blending before, because I don't know if I've done a lot of it on the channel, I'm trying to get better at it.
A whole lot.
No. What wet blending is typically working wet paint on wet paint. So what that means is, rather than my normal process where I let a layer dry entirely and then come back and layer and layer and layer, wet blending is using a couple of different colors that are both active on the model at the same time. My downfall with wet blending has always been that I tend to futz with paint for too long. Just like I am right now. Stop. No, I control that hand. Okay, good enough. All right. So when you're working wet on wet, what you're going to do is you're going to use your shadow colors or a highlight color at the same time as you're using your regular coloring. So in the case of our little mans here, we're going to start off with this sort of mildly desaturated blue-green kind of aqua color. I'm going to be adding more and more of the Thar Brown mixed with some Teneri Yellow. So it's going to be mostly Thar Brown with a little bit of Teneri Yellow in it for our highlights. And then for our shadows, we're going to be working down through some of our darker blue colors. So we're going to use Mediterranean blue to start. And then we'll be getting darker and darker from there. Sorry, the Mediterranean blue is for something else. We're going to be using petroleum gray, maybe? No. Oh, never mind. I'm going to be using petroleum gray. I have this written down literally beside me right now. We're going to be using petroleum gray to darken things down a little bit, which is why we did all of the like establishing colors or the undershade, because I was like, well, I may as well just put it in the recesses to start with, but you know. So Adam, rather than our normal news segments, I wanted to do something a little bit different tonight.
Yeah.
I wanted to play a game of 40k Would You Rather. Well, not 40k. Warhammer Would You Rather. With everybody who's watching, but specifically between the two of us. What do you think, man?
I'm okay with that. I do need access to that Google Doc.
Did I not share it with you?
You shared it with me, but I don't have access.
Oh, my bad. Let me give it to you again. I've now changed it so everybody with the link can use the link. I will put it in our private chat, not into the Discord. But if you wanted to follow up with us on Discord, you can find us. We're just Choice Minis on Discord. You can find us there. We have a Discord server. We post mostly stuff about the episode that we're either in process of or things that are work in progress. If you guys want to share your materials or just come and hang out and argue with Adam and I on a more continuous basis, you're more than welcome to. Again, discord.gg/Choice Minis. You can find us over there. That'd be cool too. It's open invite, so come on by whenever you feel like it. So I'm just waiting right now for our very, very blotchy. I'm gonna go with blotchy base coat. I applied it just to get it on the model because we got lots of work to do here tonight. So let's get. Sorry, I had to roll away all the way over there to our petroleum gray. So this is going to be our shadow color. Let's get some of this stuff on the palette. Also, I apologize that my palette water looks like poop water. I did not realize that I'd sort of run some smoky ink over the edge, and it has since flavored. The water that surrounds my wet palette to look like dung water, and I can't tell where the tiny bit of it that I missed is, but yep, it's just that color now. That is the color it is. Nothing I can do about it. Well, there's probably something I can do about it. I'm just being lazy and not doing the thing about it that I should be doing. So we're just using that Teneri yellow in the Thar brown to give it a little bit more yellow, just make it a warmer color, but a little bit brighter color, a little more yellow in there. I feel like that's a good contrast that we're going to get to there. And then the other one is I am going to take some Mediterranean blue, just a dot, because I want a little bit of extra hue into our petroleum gray. We're gonna use that.
I'm just gonna go grab a snack.
Ooh, sniggity snacks. In the meantime, I'm going to continue to mix these colors, I guess. Okay, so let's talk about how you work in a wet blending scenario. So wet blending, the easiest way to think about it is put two colors on the model and then bring them together and create mixes. So probably easiest if I just start by demonstrating this on the model. Oh, come on now. We want to do it while the model's in focus though. There we go. There we go, in focus. All right, so I'm going to start off with our lighter color because it's going to bleed off the brush the fastest. So I know that I want the top of this pectoral here to be our brighter color. So I'm going to come in with the brighter color. In this case, our sort of mid-tone. Just going to drop some of that mid-tone down. I'm going to void out my brush, so I'm just cleaning it inside of inside of my paint pot. Then I'm going to come in here with a little bit of the shadow color, and I'm going to paint it where I know I want shadows. So I want shadows down around the bottom of the pectoral muscle. Cool. Now we bring with voiding the brush again, and then I'm just going to bring the two colors together. Now this is hard because it is 30 some odd degrees outside, but you can also sort of help this process along. One of the things that I was experimenting with earlier today was how much water can I add to this and still get away with the technique? And the answer is more than I thought I could. So now if I want to add highlights at the same time, again, I'm just sort of quickly cleaning out my brush, taking our highlight color, adding a little bit of it in there. And now I'm going to come through, mix together our colors, see how I'm feeling about it. If I have too much of one color or another, I am eating paint now, so I'm not even going back to the brush cup. And again, we just sort of mix those colors along the line. And when I say I'm eating the color, I'm just voiding the brush by eating the paint. I can tell you that scale color is not a delicious paint, so not my favorite way of doing this, but a way of doing this, I guess. So again, just to show you, coming in with our highlight or our mid-tone color, and then I'm going to come in with our shadow. And really, I'm just working those two paint colors together over top of each other. And again, anytime I need to, I'm just voiding out the brush. You can, as I said, the easy way to do this, the cheater way to do this is just to eat the paint. But if you're, you know, a conscientious person and don't want to give yourself whatever additives are in paint, variety of bad times, well, you're a better human than I am. More conscientious and thorough human than I am, because I'm going to come through with our highlight color on the brush. If there's too much on there, I'm going to eat a little bit of it. I come back with our mid-tone. And really, this is a fairly quick way of giving you pretty decent volumetric highlighting. So I know that I want the top and this side of the model. So this side of the model in general, I guess. Oop, as I headbutt the camera. Let's put that in a place where I'm not going to headbutt it as much. Like 30% as much. Hang on. Oh no. Oh no. Everything has gone bad. All right, hang on one second. Let's see if we can bring it back.
What's gone back? Oh.
Oh, the things have frozen. Okay.
Oh, that's all frozen.
Yep. I mean, the stream is still live. It's just that
The video's not moving.
yep, video is bad.
The video is now picture.
Not ideal. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna restart Streamlabs. Give me 1 second.